Hello, hello, beautiful souls. Today is February 5th, 2021, and our vibration is 12. 12 is an auspicious number because we use number 12 in archetypes. There's 12 months in the year, there is 12 apostles, 12 tribes. There's so many number 12. So 12 is deduced to 3, and 3 is the number of like Trinity, the triangle. I find number 3 as your you can create an analogy for 3, which is like heaven, earth, and yourself. So it's like mind, body, and spirit. So pay attention to numbers, especially if they're accelerating. Most multidimensionals know this. So if you're driving and you see 111 and catch your thought, what were you thinking during that time, then that means the universe is conspiring to you what you needed to pay attention to. Today, I was listening to Dolores Cannon, my favorite hypnotherapist. She actually has a lot of books. You know, you can only read so much, right? But one of her books is The Three Waves of Volunteers and New Earth. Dolores Cannon. She had passed away, but I think her daughter continues the system, the school, which is like quantum hypnosis. And I just want to, I love listening. So one of my daily rituals is to listen to a teacher and how to apply that in your daily life. And also to read. So reading, listening, writing, and a daydreaming, meditation, and communicating with plants, the animals, remote viewing, all of this metaphysical. So that's my realities. And then my grounding would be going to the nursing home 2 or 3 days a week to help me be in my body, have a compassionate heart, listen to people that are lonely, the elders, and assist them in their transition. So I'm kind of like this antenna, a receptor that is conscious, creative, and absorbing all this information. So how I can simplify and co-create with the creatrix. That word came from the Pleiadian channeling. And today I was reading about the Lights of the Tablet, the Emerald Tablet by Thoth. So Thoth is a scribe, a master in ancient Egypt. But way back in Atlantis, Thoth was a priest, a scribe. He has the ancient knowledge and is still eternal present with us. So when you're accessing the Akashic records, this is my kind of like my mastery, because I feel people within has access to the Akashic records when they have opened their mind, their heart, your heart, right? So accessing, I literally, oops, jumping, quantum loop. Okay, let me see. Let me show you what I do. So when I access information, I just do it like this. It's like a sacred geometrical pattern, a flow chart that the masters are incorporating in my neural pathways. So accessing is all within, because we are the library. Is like we have all this book of life. So if you can imagine your past life, present, and simultaneously broadcasting to the universe. So that's all libraries and books of life, because there's no time and space when you're in an altered state of consciousness. So when you're accessing the Akashic records, you're accessing your ancient wisdom, and it's an intergalactic exchange center of information. So your antenna, your mind, your body, your whole being becomes a receptor for all of these informations that are going around you, around the universe. Like this morning, my access of informations went all the way with Elon Musk, and how he had built his kingdom to create a matrix in Mars by studying mathematics, economics, physics, science. He was able to create tricks. It's the planet X, right? And then, as I went around with my hours in the morning before I come to work at 10, I was able to reach and tap the Emerald Tablet, which this information is coming from. The information is how you can access your Akashic records through you, within you, and receive all the information that is necessary for this current timeline. So it's, and then you're able to absorb. So access and absorption. By being here, you can take a picture of that. That's today's vibration energy, and that's what came to me today. It's like a fractal of your observation. You become an absorption, like a sponge. So when you receive all this information, you become a sponge. By being conscious and receiving the light information, you shift, you alchemize the carbon base contracted structure of how you think, and that's the carbon base. And you can see how this it's a big one, selenite. It's like a fiber optic, right? So selenite is actually a crystal. I'm surrounded by crystals because that's how I access the vibration, and helps me to absorb what's going on in the information centers of my brain cells, because we are living 3 billion cells in our body, which are consciously accessing all the information, simultaneous, alternate, multiple, multiverses, concurrent in the present time. So your present is the vortex. By accessing this multiple informations from your ancient records, ancient wisdom, from Thoth, the scribe, Archangel Metatron, all of these archetypal energies that are here now, the galactic beings, and absorbing this information, these cosmic light energies that can rewire your neural pathways. We have a lot of scientists that are here to help you redesign how you can achieve and use this information in your current lifetime. So the carbon-based molecular chemicals can shift into a silicone, like a fiber optic, right? And that information is being absorbed by your brain cells, your whole being, and that creates a vortex, a vortex of energy. So that is one of your ways to observe and become conscious of your creation. So I feel like this is a part of Galactic Blueprints book in December 21. I'm putting a date because that's how you create, you schedule, and you co-create that with the beings of light that you are tapping into. So then you can help the elevation and raising the vibrations of human consciousness. And that is why we're here. We are volunteers to help mankind to eliminate their heaviness, density, and contraction on how small you think you are. You are a living library of the Akashic records, the collective consciousness, and what's happening in the world now with viral infection is the unconscious state of mind that is being released and clear from our crystalline fields, because the crystalline field can't be a hologram if you're draining and leaking from the density and the heaviness of your current timeline. So we are so blessed to be here, shifting your consciousness and releasing the fear and filtering what comes to you, and how you can shift that. Any entanglements, any confusion, any drama that you're absorbing or receiving, because you are a living library. These people that have relationships with you are karmic bondages, and when they're not vibrating in a good higher perspective, you are receiving that as a sponge. And how you can shift that within you is to be an alchemist, so then you are not affected by what is going on personally. So much love to you guys, and I'm heading to work. Love you. Namaste.